Most financial education does not resonate with student athletes at all. It's either really boring or too broad, or it's not applicable to student athletes in their current phase of life. That's where I come in. Welcome to the Locker Room Finance podcast, where we make financial education easy to understand and actually enjoyable along the way. I'm your host, Connor Smith, and I own Locker Room Finance, a financial education company built just for student athletes like yourself. And I want to thank you for listening to this podcast. This isn't designed to be just a podcast about money. We are building a team of student athletes around the entire country that take control of their finances, take action, and improve their life because of it. If you're here, you're already a part of that team. Welcome to Team LRF, Team Locker Room Finance. I'm excited to have you here. And this is a team where we don't just learn about money, we actually take action on the things that we'll be talking about in these episodes. So I don't want you to just know what a savings account is. I want you to have one. I don't want you to just know about taxes for NIL deals. I want you to actually pay them. In this podcast, you'll get simple to understand, actionable steps that you can take to win with money. Whether you're a walk-on taking out student loans or a literal NIL millionaire, we all have one thing in common. And it's that you are the one responsible for your financial success. And I am here to help you along the way. And you don't need to know everything about money. That's my job. Your job is to get good grades, continue developing as an awesome athlete, and just check in on this podcast every now and then, and I'll help you with the money stuff. I'll break down the most important financial topics for you so that you can win with money without wasting your time. I don't need you to read a 500-page textbook about personal finance. You don't need to watch hours of a course. Just tune in when we drop an episode, and I'll be sure to teach you something about money that you can take action on in your own life. In this podcast, we'll break down everything from creating a spending plan, creating an emergency fund, investing, NIL, building credit, buying houses, crypto, buying cars, anything you can think about, we'll get to it on this podcast. No fluff, no long, boring lectures, just real, actionable steps that you can use in your life as a student athlete. And here's the good news. As a student athlete, I know some things about you. I know that you are dedicated, disciplined, you know how to follow a game plan, you're coachable, and these are all the things you've been building since you were 3 years old and kicked a soccer ball for the first time. Those qualities, those traits that you've developed, that is exactly what you need to win with money as well. You just need a few pointers along the way, and that's my job. But if you can apply who you are as a really successful athlete to who you are with your money, you're going to be so successful. And I'm really excited about that for you. And the best part about all this is that you're listening to this podcast right now. And I want to thank you for that. You could be doing anything else with your time, but you're here. You clicked play. You said, I want to be on Team LRF. I want to be someone that takes control of my money and is successful financially as a result of that. I know your schedule is packed. So I want to thank you for taking time to listen to this podcast and the ones we'll post in the future. Next episode, I'm going to give you 3 simple steps to win with money. I've taught this to over 1,000 athletes around the country, and the general consensus is, wow, I didn't know it was that simple. And remember, this is more than a podcast. We're building a team of student athletes around the country that has decided that they're going to be intentional with their money, and as a result of that, you will win with money. So just like a challenging class or a difficult workout, making progress financially is a lot more enjoyable when you have some good people around you to do it with you. So send this podcast to someone. Send it to your roommate, your best friend, your boyfriend, your ex-boyfriend, I don't know your life. Send this to someone that you think would benefit from simple, actionable financial education. Again, my name is Connor Smith, and this is Locker Room Finance Podcast. All right, here we go. Episode 2 is 3 steps to winning with money that you can start today.